it over our beautiful crown here. Oh. As a vocalist and multi-instrumentalist, Binti has a passion for music that can be seen and felt through her performance. Just wait, you'll catch the vibe. Binti is a professional musician and a songwriter who enjoys using her talents to uplift, educate, and collaborate. Help me welcome Binti.
Woo! Thank you. So happy to be here today amongst all these wonderful women. Anytime Aisha calls me for anything, I'm there. And I'm sure a lot of us feel the same way.
Absolutely.
You know, women have such an amazing role and power in this world. And I hope that you know that. If you don't, I'm definitely here to tell you. And you're in good company, so it's easy to see. So this first song I'm going to sing, I like to do this song a lot because it reminds me of how powerful we can be as women. I am an endangered species, but I sing no victim song. I am a woman, I am an artist, and I know where my voice belongs. I am an endangered species, but I sing no victim song. I am a woman, I am an artist, I know where my voice belongs. Yeah, I am an endangered species, but I sing no victim song. I am a woman, I am an artist, I know where my voice belongs. I am a woman, I exist. I clench my fist and pat my hips. My skin is dark, my body is strong. I sing of rebirth, no victim song. I'm an endangered species, but I sing no victim song. I am a woman, I am an artist. I know where my voice belongs. Yes, I know where I belong. Yes, I know where my voice belongs. Thank you so much.
Ma'am.
I love that. I love the message. That is Endangered Species by Diane Reeves, and there are other verses. I highly encourage you to look that up. All right, are we feeling good? I love to see everyone's faces. Yeah, I feel good too. Just again, so nice to be in this space. I feel good this morning. Woo! Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new day, it's a new dawn, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. Fish in the sea, say there's something's going on with the sounds. Let's just, I don't want them to miss
Yeah,
out. Hold on.
I'm gonna work on the sound.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stand by, ladies.
So beautiful.
Can you not hear it or?
Yeah, something's going on. We don't know what. We're working on it.
Okay.
Spotty.
It's a little spotty. Well,
Go ahead and give us a note.
yes. Need to see. You need a note? Anyone knows that you need, let me know. If you need more notes.
Put a thumbs up, ladies, if you can hear.
Okay,
Oh, that sounds
2
better,
thumbs
Lisa.
up, 3 thumbs up. Oh, you got your crown on. Hello. I see you. What do you think?
I think we're better.
We're better. All right, cool.
There's an original sound.
No, we already got all that set.
on
We've got
Zoom.
all that set. We're good.
You guys-
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So, I just wanted to take this opportunity also to just send good vibes and prayers out there for everywhere in the world that is struggling right now. I feel like this 3-day retreat is so wonderful because it just gives us tools to become better at what we do. And I hope that we use all our talents and our skills to make a difference in the communities that we live in and also around the world. And so to me that is very important, and that is why I do most of what I do. And so, yes. And so just remember that, you know, our minds can get clouded with other things, but we know that we use our skills and our talents to the best of our abilities to make a difference. And that is what living is about, yeah? All right.
Yes.
So this song is kind of about that, you know, about how tomorrow we can do something different.
Woo!
Yeah. I hope tomorrow will bring a better you, better me. I know that we'll show this world we got more we could be. And you should never give up on your hopes and your dreams. You gotta get out, get into it, get it
Maybe.
Oh.
Can you acapella it? I don't know.
Okay.
That might be-
There's some issues with the sound, yeah. All right, no problem.
I think it might be the piano. Yeah, I don't know.
Should be okay, but okay.
I don't know.
All right.
Um,
Acapella?
Yeah, baby.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks
Yes,
for
go.
hanging in there. I know it's tough with technology and when you can't hear. So let's see, what can we do then? Well, I will do one more, and I'll do this one for Aisha because this is one of her favorites. Let me just make sure. All right. You're broken down and tired, living life on a merry-go-round, and you can't find the fire. But I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out and move mountains. We gon' walk it out, move mountains. I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, I'll do it 1,000 times again. I'll rise up, high like the wave. I'll rise up, in spite of the ache. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, for you. When the silence isn't quiet and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe, and I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its knees and move mountains. I need a choir. We gon' walk it out and move. Thank you. Mountains. Let's sing it. And I'll rise up, rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again for you. For you. For you. For you. Yes. Sorry, the piano didn't work. I'm not sure what happened.
time for one more.
Oh, time for one more?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll do
Perfect.
one more. All right, one more. Let's see. Time for one more song.
Hana
I really
ho!
wanna try my
Hana ho!
I maybe I'll turn the piano down and see if it helps. Right?
Let's see.
Goddess 50 in the house.
We'll try it. We'll try it. All right. Thank you for being patient. Navigate. Sound is always tough.
It's perfect.
Yeah? Nah.
No, it's
It's
Woo.
spotty.
All right.
You're amazing.
Thank you. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arrive. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see. All your life,
Blackbird, fly. Blackbird, fly into the light of the dark black night. Woo! I know the song. Thank you. I really appreciate being here, and I really appreciate the support from over the internet. Thank you so much. Oh, my beauty.
I'm crying. She got me crying.
You know.
Yay. Oh my God. Unmute yourselves. Let's give this woman a walk. Woo!
Oh, thank you guys. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How do we find you?
Oh, I'm on Instagram. I'm not great at posting. That's why I need to be at this event.
She's Binti
So,
Bailey
you
Music.
know.
Binti Bailey Music.
Yeah, or just my name. I have two
Okay,
accounts.
yeah. Let's pop it in the chat. Binti Bailey. Welcome, ladies. It's day 3. Oh my gosh. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. I'm so sad. I don't want this to ever end. And I'm really tired. So it's good it has to end at one point. Thank you, my love. I love you. How's everybody doing today? How are we feeling? Feeling ready for another full day? Lisa's like, yeah! I love it. Let's get some voices in here. As somebody who is hosting this and doesn't have real live feedback, it's so nice to hear from you because everyone is on mute, right? And I'm a very social creature, so I want to hear from you. So who has not shared yet? Let's get some new voices in here. How about Nina? Are you want to share? And then Yelena, we'll get to you after. Thank you. I'm so glad you raised your hand because I was going to call on you next, girl. Nina, where'd you go? Did I lose her? Oh, there she is. Hi, Nina. How are you?
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, yes. How are you doing? How's your retreat experience been?
Doing great. It's been awesome. I definitely have been taking notes like a fiend. So thank you so much for all the great content. Able to relay some stuff back to my mom and my sister who I run my company with, and they're so happy that I'm doing this. So it's been awesome.
So great. Thank you for being here. Day 3, ladies. So good. Make sure I'm saying your name right, honey. Is it Yeliana? Just make sure I'm saying it right.
Yes, Liliana.
Yeliana. Okay. So beautiful.
Yeah.
How are you doing, love?
I'm doing great. I have had a couple of very low energy days. The previous 2, I don't know what happened. I was texting to Lana, I hope I pronounced her name right, one of your coaches this morning, that I went to sleep at 6:30 p.m. yesterday. Not feeling guilty for going to sleep so early, still feeling quite productive, but feeling quite energized for today. Overall, super grateful and inspired because I've been personally looking for a community that has begun on base for quite some time, and I stumbled on an article about Lamb, and here I am learning about what you guys been up to, ladies been up to, and hope to connect with everyone more in real life. So yeah, thank you for doing what you're doing.
Yay. I'm so glad you're feeling better today. This is a lot, right? There's a lot of energy moving. It can hit us at different times. We're like, whoo, it's definitely a lot happening. So it's understandable that there's going to be dips and highs and lows and all the things. We kind of design it that way to give you a real transformation. So I'm just so happy you're here. Who else? Who else have I not heard from? Kareen, you got your crown on. It's so good to see you here. Yeah, girl. Do you want to share? Unmute. There you go.
Okay, so everyone, good to see you. You're looking very queenly, my darling. Beautiful. I'm really happy to be here, and I'm sorry that it's not going on for a few more days to really connect with the lovely ladies and just to get to know what everyone's doing and to share what I'm doing. I started looking in the chat. I have an esoteric tea house. I do tea talk for and for girls private sessions. I'll put my phone number in the chat, and we're working on designing a website. It's been a hell of a year, but I'm really happy to be here and doing what the whole next year brings. And it's really lovely to see all you lovely ladies showing up. And I love supporting Miss Asia because her business is incredible. And I totally support that.
Thank you, love. It's so good to have you here. So, so good. Kareen was in our academy and had to unfortunately leave because her partner had an accident. So I'm just so glad you're here. So, yay. Who else wants to chat? Hi, Amory. So good to see you. Do you want to share?
Hi, Aisha. Hi, everyone. Yeah, so I've been just loving it. I'm blown away by everything you've been up to and, creating and doing, and I'm so glad I'm here. I think, I've really enjoyed all the little, the tools, the little bits that I'm learning about creating a business, launching a business, getting clarity about what exactly what exactly your client would look like, how you would market, all that has been awesome. But I guess I will say that what's really been unique to me about this experience is now I'm realizing I need to look at like the camera wherever it is. Anyway, what's really been unique to me about this experience and what you've been doing is the community. I know it's been said so many times, but it's really that it's so much more than just tools for how to open a business. It's like a support system. I think having it all women really facilitates a feeling of openness and vulnerability around all kinds of feelings that can come up when taking a huge leap of faith like this. To go for something, to start something, and then bringing it, really deep into like, what's your passion? What do you love? What are you here for? Why do you want to do this? What's stopping you? It kind of just all, it all comes in and blends in together so nicely, kind of like the self-growth work, the opening up work, along with going after your dreams and being, ultimately, hopefully, financially successful and doing what you love and living your dreams and all of that. So I'm really enjoying it.
Yay, I'm so glad to have you here. Amory and I worked together like 20 something years ago in San Diego when I was in college, so it's just like so amazing to have you. And she lives in San Diego, so I get to see her. Yay, yeah, ladies, the entrepreneurial path is truly the spiritual path because nothing makes you face your shit more than like your money stuff, how you operate in business. I mean, yes, motherhood does that too. Relationships does it too, but it's a whole different level of like dealing with yourself as a businesswoman. And it really is a lot of growth. You have to really face your shit to be in business. So I couldn't agree more. We have to address the parts of us that hold us back in what we do in business. It holds us back in being visible, all those things. So I'm so glad you touched on that, honey. Miley in the house. How are you, honey? Welcome. Good to see
Hey,
you.
aloha, ladies. Big round of applause for Aisha, your rock star. Huge inspiration to us, babe. Way to go. I was so excited. I wanted to share this. I actually used last year's crown. I don't know if you can see it. And turned it in for the Queen of Hearts.
Yay!
Pulled it off the day before Halloween. So going strong. I guess I'll rep it.
Yes.
It's kind of cutting out with the video, but yeah. Super excited to revamp that, so thank you. And we did miss our crowns. We'll have to hopefully get those out next year. But
Yeah.
anyways, thank you for having us. You're so incredible, so inspiring. For those that don't know me, my name is Miley Woodhull, the founder of Kona Organic. We're a regenerative enterprise focused on servicing agribusinesses. So I assist with certification compliance, supply chain distribution, and business development. We recently are working with CCOF and the HFUU Foundation, and we're actually offering free consulting to farmers that are interested in transitioning to organic. So definitely spread the word. We have a big team, and we're hoping to roll that program out, and that's across the United States, but we're primarily just focused here statewide.
Badass
And
woman,
so that's
you.
what pays my bills. And as my hustle, my side recent like hobby has really been the pursuit of entrepreneurship into the CPG realm and our launch of Aloha Vitas, which is a Hawaiian hydration product focused on essential electrolytes that utilizes locally grown and inspired ingredients. And we recently won the Love Tito's business grant. And this year has just been full of like business development, product development. I've learned so much. And last year I participated in this program, and it's just been so amazing to kind of see how far I've come in the last 12 months. Again, it feels like a lot of like professional development, but I just feel totally like excited and inspired from this program to really continue on the pursuit with entrepreneurship. So thank you again for the inspiration and all you wonderful ladies there and everyone who showed up today. Love you all.
Woo, love it. Go, girl. Miley, you're on fire. Building that empire. Love it,
Yes,
love it,
girl.
love it. All right. Well, let's get this day started. I want to properly introduce Ilana yesterday because I was just like so overcome with everything. I didn't give my dear woman a proper introduction. So Ilana Maxwell is a dear member of the Life Executive Team. She is a lead copywriter for us, our creative consultant. She does copywriting, photography. She coaches for us. She's a presenter for us. She's one of my dearest friends. She was my birth doula at my son's birth. She basically hung out with my son before I got to because I was put away after a C-section, and she got the most beautiful photos of my son that I will never ever there's no words to be so grateful for having someone in the room with him when I couldn't be there and capturing his first few moments. So without further ado, please welcome my dearest friend Ilana.
Queen! Slay!
All right.
Wow. Is this really happening?
Yeah, it's
Day
happening.
three?
Day
Oh
3.
my
I know. So we're gonna address the big pink piggy bank in the room today, ladies. Not the pink elephant, the big pink piggy bank. We're gonna talk about money. It is time to break through and have a money shift for all of us, right? Yeah, it's time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
no time like the present
Yeah.
as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. So, you know, a lot of us have been taught different things about money, so we're going to explore that today. Make sure that you get your workbooks out. We'll have you guys match our slides, please.
We're working on it.
Yep, thank you. So I know for me growing up, I always heard, we can't afford it, right? Oh, we can't afford that. Or, oh, God, what, you think money grows on trees? Or, oh, haha, spit in one hand, wish in the other. See what fills up the fastest.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Yeah, that's a shitty one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, if wishes were fishes, we'd all be swimming, right? These are the kinds of things,
Wow.
mantras.
Yeah, and
that
for
we're
me,
taught.
it was just straight up like, we don't talk about money. That's tacky.
Mhm.
It's rude. I remember the first time I ever asked my dad, like, how much he made, and he was pissed. He was pissed. He was like, that's none of your business. You know? And so I learned really early on that was a shameful thing to wonder about, a gauche thing to ever inquire about. And do you think I got any money like guidance before I went on my own from that scenario?
We're women, of course
Like,
not. They're
you
like,
know?
you're just gonna get pregnant and get married.
Actually, see, it was really different for me. My dad would have been really disappointed by that. He expected me to go out and be a professional and make a difference in the world and all of these things, but we are not going to talk about
We're
the
not
money.
gonna talk about it.
Okay, so yeah, it's really I just wonder how many of you all have these really like strange, terrible storylines going on in your minds around money.
The other one is, rich people are jerks, or they're evil, or they're bad. So that means if we have money, then we're evil, we're bad, right? I mean, there's so many iterations of what we've been taught about money. and show so many ways that this shows up in our current life right now that stops us from actually having the abundance that literally is just right here for us. All we have to do is actually just believe it exists for us, right?
Mm-hmm.
And yes, there's things that you can do that are more tangible, like taking care of your finances. Yes, that's a part of it. But money is energy. As we all know, it's just an exchange of something. So abundance is fully available to us, but we have to believe that inside of ourselves. So we want to invite you to do some awareness exercises with us this morning to really get clear about what your money story, what your money blueprint is, and what you were taught around this.
Because here's the thing, is once we get clear about what those stories that we were fed, that we were given, once we get clear about what those are, we can then snatch that pen back and we can rewrite our stories from a place of logic, from a place of power, from a place of inner knowing, right? From our own selves, which we didn't have access to when those stories were delivered to us. We were just children.
Yeah. Being imprinted on in such a strong, powerful way by our caretakers, who we are designed to want to please.
Because
we
trust.
Yeah,
we
and
wanted to
trust.
trust them.
Exactly. So we're gonna put on some music, ladies. Actually, first, let's hear from some of you. Tell me, like, just quickly, drop it in the chat. Like, what are the things that you heard about money? We'd love
what are
to
your
just hear.
stories? Like, our stories are ours. Tell us some of what, kind of stories do you guys have? What did you grow up with?
We need to be able to see the chat too, if possible.
Yeah, definitely.
There we go. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah. Wanting money makes you a greedy person. Yeah.
Ma'am.
Oh, it's none of your business. Oh yeah, money doesn't grow on trees. Rich people are jerks.
My father thought of us as parasites
for earning money.
money.
The world is going to end. Don't spend. Ooh, that's another one, right? Don't
that
invest.
actually like creeps in on me sometimes.
Yeah. My dad was an accountant. We had to record every dollar we ever spent, and it makes me hate money. Whew. Right.
Ooh, so that isn't that interesting? Like
Chills.
when we have the people, like we can't talk about it, but then we like talk about obsessing over it, right? And like this like equal damage to us. Like just wow.
Let's mute everybody. Whoever's not muted, please mute. Please mute. Hilda, please mute. Thank you. Sorry, ladies. Just gotta keep the lines clean. Okay. Yeah, let's see, Chris. We grew up not having much, so we learned to expect very little and didn't ask for anything, or else we got a guilt trip. Whew.
Yeah, and I want to dig a little bit deeper on that, Chris. Not only, like, hold on, we got a guilt trip. So I want to actually, like, how were you made to feel if you asked for anything?
It was more of my mom than my dad, and my mom would, so it's like my brother and I are about a year and a half apart, but we lived very different childhoods, and for me, it was very much, how can you ask for that? That's so selfish. Why do you think that you deserve that?
How dare you?
Like, those things where it's like not, and my mom would like make our clothes, and my mom is still the most amazing cook. So we didn't, I don't even know what age I finally walked into a McDonald's for the first time, because we never ate out. Everything that we did was at home. We grew vegetables and strawberries and those kind of things. So doing anything that wasn't something we had to put our hands into work on or earn some kind of way, it was like, who do you think you are asking for these things? And so then you know, after a while, and you're like 7 or whatever, you're just like, I'm just not going to ask for anything, because like guilt trip is worse, and I'd rather just be told no, we can't afford it, than to be like, who
So
do
you had to
think
stay
are?
quiet
You know what
about
I
your
mean?
needs. Yeah.
And then as you
Correct.
get
And so
older,
then-
you can't expect anything but the absolute basics, right?
Correct. But then because I was always so hurt and frustrated, and I would like get angry by that stuff, I raised my kids as a single mom, and there was, I actually just talked to my son about this yesterday. I grew up, or my kids grew up in just under my roof, so I was the sole provider, and so there was at one point where I would always tell my kids growing up, no matter what it takes, I don't ever want you to be the person that has to say, oh, we can't afford that, so I don't have opportunity because of that. So there was at one point where I was working 4 jobs and I didn't see my kids for months. I would come home, they'd be asleep, and I'd leave in the morning, they'd still be asleep. And I'd literally just come home, pit stop, shower, get out the door. But it afforded them going to college, and it afforded them sports, and it afforded them camps and learning and all these things. And so they are where they are in their life now because I didn't want to be the way my mom was saying, well, we couldn't afford it. Because that, I made a choice to be a single mom. So they shouldn't have paid. I always felt like they shouldn't pay a consequence for that. So if that means I work until I can't function anymore.
I was just gonna say the toll that must take on you, though. That's such a heavy burden to carry.
And
Yeah,
I
it
really relate,
was.
honey. I really relate. Yeah, I as a sole provider, I completely understand. You don't want to, deny your kids anything, but yet, like, denying them our presence is even harder, right? It's like, how do you choose? Do I pay the rent? Do I hang out with my kid, right? Like, this is crazy. It's a crazy way to live.
Yeah.
So many of you have these stories. Look at these. Tax season, we did not talk to our dad for 2 days. He sequestered himself and did taxes. I saw Robin earlier. You said you grew up in a lot of scarcity. D, my father came from a four family of 11. Whoo! So it came down to bringing our family. Money was always tight. Yeah.
And then Corrine was saying, that whole eat everything on your plate. If you don't, there's starving people in the world, so eat your goddamn liver. I mean,
right. Right, forcing you to go against your body's wisdom of I'm full. No, you better eat,
yeah,
right?
Do you have any idea how many people would kill for the plate in front of you? I heard that a lot.
So yeah, none of us are strangers to these deep money stories, and somebody mentioned the ancestral lines as well, because I fully believe that too, that we are carrying the stories of our ancestors, right? And so it's a lot to try to shift these things in current life, especially at the current state of the world. But as my mentor always says, the economy is truly inside of us. And so we get to change this story, right? So, okay, we're going to get you into this. I'm like full chills right now.
I know.
This is powerful. Yeah. Oh, ladies, thank you for sharing, because, none of us are alone in this. It's
well, again, I'm going to come back to day one, too. We called our ancestors in, right?
Yeah,
our lineage, that is part of what they are asking us to stand strong and heal with them, right? They had worse stories, less opportunity. And it's not to place any burden on anybody's shoulders. It's to know that they are rooting for us. They are conspiring for us. They're literally behind the scenes in the universe, pulling strings to make these things possible, because they're invested in their healing and your healing and the healing that goes on down the lineage beyond us here. Even those of you without children, we resonate and affect everyone around us.
Just go to college and meet a nice guy. Oh yeah, my dad literally was like, oh, I don't have to tell you about credit cards, checking accounts, nothing. You're just gonna, you're pretty. You're just gonna get married. It's like, what age are we in?
To take care of
yeah,
you.
It's like barf. No, thank you. Anyway, all right. So we're gonna get some high frequency music on today, and we're going to have you. We're gonna guide you in writing out some of these awarenesses. You ladies can use some of the notes sections in your workbook. We don't have an actual worksheet just for these notes, but just feel free to use whatever you have. And we're gonna get started, okay? So we'll go ahead and start the music. Thank you to my amazing team back there.
Crushing it today.
All right, we're gonna have you write down all the statements you heard about money, wealth, rich people when you were young. So just take a few minutes and get that out.
Okay, we're muted.
Nice, ladies.
Thank you. Good job. For some reason, the slides stopped working and we had to refresh.
No worries, it's all good. Wabacha.
Wabacha. We're fine for Benji.
Yeah, I mean, Binti has the ability to sing a cappella, thank God.
Yeah.
Throw water in there when you have
I think some of that is just having instruments is tough.
I know, it's not, we don't have professional sound in here, but
That's the trouble.
We
I
did our
think,
best.
I think there's actually more of a strain on the internet in this complex than there was last year. It was there last year. Like I said, I think there are more businesses using more of the volume on it. Am I just sweating? Oh, no.
So I'm gonna do it like your main stage, and that will be. Do you want me to say stop video? Stop video means mute stage. Okay. Because that's what it says. Do you want me to do that now?
No, she.
You guys on stage.
That's right. There's no matter.
Aisha, when they come back, do you want me to go to the next slide?
Yeah, you can already go to the next slide now. Thank you.
Need to sit before?
Thank you.
Tell me, we're not live audio, so if you want me to go faster, tell me. But
No, right now it's good.
I know you told me to go faster in general with the slides, but I said I got it right. So
For the offer.
right. Slower with the script, faster with the slides during the offer.
Okay, please give us volume back, please.
Okay, live.
All right, ladies. Next, awareness, and you can just keep free flow writing. Consider the ways of being and habits each of your parents had around money and wealth. Write them down and how you may be identical or opposite to them, right?
Oftentimes we overcompensate.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. So my parents are frugal Franny and Frank. I love to spend. So this is what we mean, right? Just thinking about what their habits were they coupon clipping? Were they like, oh, I'll only spend money on myself, but not you kids, right? My dad used to play golf. He had no problem spending a lot of money on golf.
And I never trust that people are telling me the whole story about money. I'm always waiting for the other shoe to drop. And that's had some really fun effect on my relationships. I can tell you that much.
Yeah. So just writing them down.
Please repeat.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Consider the ways of being and habits each of your parents had around money and wealth. Write down how you may be identical or opposite to them. Right? Like my parents are very frugal, so I became a spender. My dad, there was a lot of inconsistency in how they spent. It was, we can't afford that, but I'm going to be able to buy a nice expensive golf at the Maunalani Hotel. Right?
Yeah.
But we can't get you dance classes.
Yeah, and for me it was, because we didn't talk about money, I became very sure that there was information I was missing always about money. So I'm always like waiting for that other shoe to drop, yeah?
Can you guys hear us? Did you hear the prompt? Okay.
And it's also on the slide.
We have it on the slide as well, if you guys can see that.